Dana. Welcome back to my channel. It's Saturday. Excuse me. And we are going to continue to work on our fairy journal. So the last time, sorry, I just bumped the camera. The last time we were together, I had pulled a bunch of ephemera that I needed to decorate. I wanted to show you what I'd done. I've actually done a lot. Some pieces that we pulled that I decorated. So we had pulled this little envelope, and all I really did was glue it together and ink around it. This one I just inked around because that's going to be our floating envelope in the middle. I created this. This was just a digital from Gail Agostinelli. She has some digital like envelopes and stuff. So what I did was I folded it in half, and I'm going to glue it at the bottom here, so it'll be open here and here, and then I'll glue it into the book here and here, so it will be like a double kind of pocket corner tuck. These are Rita Donnelly flips. So what they are is just a square, okay? So I chose this pattern paper, cut a square, folded them in half diagonally, and this was a double-sided paper, so I lined the inside with coffee paper, so when we do the corner tuck and glue it in the book, it will flip open like this, and you can journal in the corner. So I did 2 of those. This was that little bitty envelope, that book page envelope that we pulled, and I just decorated it with some stickers and paper and, you know, cheesecloth, just stuff like that. This is that 5 pocket. I just layered some paper on, added some butterflies and banners and a digital trim. This is the green library pocket that I pulled. Then that one turned out really pretty. Here's the little book page banner. I used some of those freebie tickets, layered that with a little bit of fabric. Oh, these are just these journaling cards. Here's the little book page pouch. All I did was ink the edges, put an image on, and some lace. Literally, that's all I did to this one. I can't get the clip on. There we go. And that's super cute. And here's the little corner book page pocket that I embellished. Okay, so I have a few more pieces that I wanted to do. I created these last night. I saw these on Pam at the Paper Outpost. I loved these. These are, let me grab a piece of paper here. So this is just a book page, and it's a pocket here and a pocket on the back, and then it opens up for journaling space. And I love this, and I think what I'm going to do, instead of making it a tuck or anything, I think I'm going to just clip it on the side of a page, so you can literally take it out and journal on it. And I love these, and I want to show you how to make them. So I have a book page, and that's what I'm going to show you guys how to do that. This one's really already decorated. I'm not really going to do much to that. I might add a little bit of fabric, so let's keep that out. And this is our big kind of journaling fold out. And I need to add some stuff to this to kind of lighten it up. It's kind of dark, so I want to lighten this one up. And then we are ready to put some ephemera into the book. I want to do a fabric flip and a belly band. So hopefully we can get through all of that. So let's work on these, because I wanted to add a little bit here, but I want to show you how I did it. Okay, so I just pulled a book page. This is out of a book. Let's see, I want to give you at least a little bit of an idea of size. So this is about 7 1/4 wide by 9 inches tall. And that yields this size, which is about, it looks like it's about 3 by 4. It's about not quite 3.5 by 4.5. So it will yield this size if you have this size book page, but you can do any size that you want. So I just have these So I'm just going to decide what I want kind of showing on this part. So even though they'll be upside down, I like this kind of image. So all you do is you fold it in half like this. And then I fold it in half like this, just so I have my middle crease. And then you open it back up. Okay, so this is going to be my front part right here. So you fold this corner in. You can go all the way to the middle if you want to, but I like this little kind of edge right here. See how it's not quite in the corner? So I fold it just a little bit away from the crease in the middle on both sides. Okay, and then I'm just gonna fold these in so that you don't see the flaps. And literally that's all there is to it. I mean, that's it. So all I did was, before I glued these two edges down, is I laid paper in here and inked around all the edges, including the middle. And then I laid paper that you could journal on the inside. And that's it. I mean, it's really simple. This happens to be, in the book I'm using, the cover, inside front cover and back cover pages had this pretty patterned paper, and that's what I used for that. So you could literally just take scrapbooking cardstock and make one of these too. You don't have to do it out of a book page. The reason I used the printed images was, number one, they were pretty, and number two, I didn't have a book with like words that was big enough. These were going to yield like too small of a piece. I wanted it to be bigger. So I don't want to add too much frill to this because I want to be able to clip it, and I don't want lace to be in the way. So I think what I'm going to do is just add kind of a little piece of lace to it. And that's pretty much it. And I think that's going to be really pretty. So let me just cut some lace here. And we'll glue that down on the front and the back. So I'll grab two pieces that are the same size. And again, in my bin, I have kind of laces that I'm using for this project, for this journal. And I'm just going to lay this down with Fabri-Tac. If I can get it open. My Fabri-Tac bottle is almost empty. I have a new one ready to go, but this one's kind of down to the last. There's still stuff in here, so I don't want to get rid of it quite yet because I don't want to waste, but ooh, it's getting hard to use. Oh, I don't normally put out videos on the weekend, but all of my family are still in bed, which is unusual for a Saturday morning. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to film a video while everyone's still in bed. Okay, so we'll just lay this down into the glue. Pull that over just a little. And then I'm just going to turn it over and snip off the excess. And then I'll lay down the other side with glue. Okay. I'm so glad I could get a video out today because I've just not been able to put out as many videos as I wanted to this week. It's been so busy. My mom and I told you guys we had a move coming up, and my mom and I are buying a home. I've shared a little bit before kind of about my journey since my divorce, and we have rented for the past 8 years, and we've moved almost every year for 8 years. And also, there we go. I think that turned out super pretty. Well, I'll just clip this onto a page and we'll make some tags to go in it. So that goes in the bin. Okay, and let's do this because it's going to be fast. I think I'm going to just add maybe a little piece of fabric here. Maybe going down the side. And then maybe putting a smaller butterfly. I think that'll be cute. So anyway, we've been renting and moving and almost every year. Well, this time, as we were looking for homes to rent, gosh, they were so expensive. And my daughter's a hairdresser, and one of her clients is a real estate agent. And she was the one who helped us find this house here that we are living in now. And she started running numbers for us and stuff, and turns out we are able to buy. So we're opened escrow last week on a home, a little 3-bedroom house, and I am over the moon excited. I am so excited. The prospect of not having to move again and being able to just be in a place that's ours is so exciting, because when my divorce went through 8 years ago, I thought that was something that I just was never going to happen for me again. And I'm so excited. So it has been so busy this week. This is just my little ephemera thing that's got just, it's all butterflies. So let's find one that's going to look nice here. So anyway, so it's been super busy. That looks nice. Let's use that one. It's been super busy just with getting things together. Like, they need a gazillion things for the financing and things like that. I had to go down to the court and get some paperwork that I had to turn in. And it was just every day, it seemed like, was something else that was just taking me away from other things I wanted to do, like YouTube videos. So with the weekend here, it's not it's not as bad. So I'm glad to be able to, that it's the weekend and I can, and the kids are all still kind of in bed and the house is quiet. So I was able to get on here this morning and work on this journal and do a video. Okay, that is really cute. So let's call that piece done. So that's what that looks like. Really cute. Just a little fabric and a butterfly adds so much, doesn't it? Okay, let's lighten this one up. Let's see, what do we want to do? I want to add some pink to it, definitely. So let's collage some pink onto it. Maybe a banner, and even a ticket. Even just that helps so much. So let's ink around those. So anyway, I'm super excited about the house. It is so cute, and I am over the moon. I just thought that never happened for me again after I was divorced, just being disabled and stuff, and I just can't even believe it. I'm so excited. Okay, so I think this is really going to be cute. Here, I feel like it needs something there, but let's staple. I'm going to staple these together. Where's my stapler? Stapler. There it is. So those can stay together. Oh, you know, I have these that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. They open from the bottom? They don't. These are just little, like, doilies. Little tiny, like, flowers. No. Don't want that. Let's see what I have over here. Maybe just a few little gems. Let's just put a few little gems on there. don't want it to be too bulky. I do want to use those somewhere in the journal. These are just little gems that I get at Dollar Tree. Let's grab 3 of them. Let's just stick them on here. I hope I'm in frame. Okay. Just gonna stick those on there. And I think that brightens up the whole thing, don't you? Okay, so this will be done. Let's glue. Oops, take the pen out, Dana. Okay, let's lay this down. The pen back in. And there we go. Really cute. Okay. Okay, the last pieces before we start loading things in, I want to do a belly band and I want to do a fabric flip. So I pulled a couple things. I've got a wide piece of lace here. That will be the belly band. And then all I did was go through my scraps over here from my offcuts when I trimmed my papers for the journals. And I chose this one. These are already the length of the page because of how I trimmed the paper. So I know this is how tall I need it to be. So I'm going to lay this right down the middle. And I'm just going to glue this down. I just really want to tack it because I'm going to sew down the middle. So I'm just going to tack it at the top and bottom because I don't want anything to be too wet. I don't want to gum up my needle on my sewing machine. So just super thin little bit of Fabri-Tac to hold that together. And I'm just going to place this right down the middle of the lace. And I want to be careful when I sew this because this lace is super stretchy. Okay, so I'll take that to the sewing machine in a minute. Now what I've done here is I've just chosen 3 kind of random fabrics because I'm working mostly with pinks and greens. So I think what I want to do is make this, let's pull our signature out, or at least 1 page of it, so I can get an idea of size. I'll just pull the outer page. Actually, I think this will probably go on a coffee dye page, so let me pull a coffee dye page. That's going to go right in front of our doily, was where that was. So I want an idea of size, and I think this is going to be my base piece. So I want this to cover almost the whole page. Here's my middle, so I'm going to clip this here. Okay, and I tear my fabric for my, usually for my anything fabric I'm doing in a journal because I like the frayed edges. So let's pull these threads. Okay, and now let's look at length. Let's see here. I want it to fill up most of the page, that base piece. Okay. This can go in our scraps because we can use this somewhere else. Okay. Kind of get our strings off here. Okay. So that'll lay like this. Okay, and then I think I want the little green piece on top. So I want to tear something, and all a fabric flip is just some random pieces of fabric that you're putting together. That's all it is. And I usually choose about 3. So I'm just going to cut this like this. I just do a random size, not even thinking about it. Okay, this is kind of a mindless thing. Don't Don't think about it too much. Just do. Okay, so this will go like this. Take my page out, put it back in my book, because I don't need it anymore. Now, where was my doily? There it was. This was right in front of there. And I did add a few more pages to the signature. I want to show you those too, so don't let me forget that. Okay, so we have this. I want to kind of center that. Okay, and then we've got our little piece of green here. I think I just want it kind of, I'm not really sure. So this is super cute. It's just little pea pods. And I like this because it's a fairy journal. I thought these were really cute to go with. I think I'm just gonna like cut right out this, where it folded, this little square. Set this aside. Okay. That might be a little big. It's a little bit big. Let me take some of this off. Little scrap. Yeah, that's better. I'm just going to lay that right there, just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. I'm just going to tack this down, sew across the top. I'm going to sew the belly band. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and all I did was sew across the top with a zigzag. And then for the belly band, I just sewed right down the middle with a zigzag. Okay, so I need to trim these off. I know that my paper is the exact length of my page. So I want to trim down just to the edge of the paper on the belly band. So we'll do that and catch these threads too at the same time. All right. So our belly band is ready to go and our fabric frip is ready to go. And this is where I might put one of these little flowers that we were looking at. Maybe the smaller one. Maybe just right here in the corner. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So let's do that first. I just want to distress this just a little bit. It's so stark white that I just want to distress it a little bit with some ink so that it's not, you know, we just knock back some of that white right here in the middle. That looks much better. Okay. So let's add that on. Okay. Woo. It's all stringy. This can go right here. Super cute. Okay. Let's see where we want to put these. And let's start adding things to our signature. Okay, so typically what I do with a belly band and a fabric flip, and I do this for most of my ephemera as I'm loading in. So as I find a place, and I think just we'll put this right on the coffee dyed paper that we were sizing with. Maybe not, that's a little toward the front, but that's okay. Let's just do that. I think it'll look really pretty. Or maybe we can find a less busy paper for this to be opposite of. But I do want it on a coffee dyed paper. Oh, but this would be really pretty too. No. This might be good. This is not too busy. Yeah, let's put this here. I think that'll look good there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just run a fabric tack on, just right on my stitch line actually, of where I sewed it. Ooh, ready for my new bottle here. Okay. Stand up, make sure this is straight. Sorry if my head gets in here. Okay, we'll just lay that right in. Really pretty. I think that goes really good right there. Okay. Now, what I'll do is, on the opposite side is where I'll put my belly band. Okay. So we'll just turn this over, and this will look really pretty right here. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue at the top and bottom of the belly band. Oh my goodness. Definitely need to switch to my new bottle. Here we go. All right. Now the other end. Okay, and we'll lay that in. Kind of centering it on the page, and we know that it's the right length because it's one of our offcut pieces. Okay, and I'm going to leave that open because that just needs to dry. Okay, so there we have our fabric flip and our belly band. Now, what I will do is the same kind of thing with my ephemera pieces. So when I go to put in, let's say, these Rita Donnelly flips, when I find the right page for them, I'll put it on one page and then I'll go to the exact opposite page of the signature and put the other one in. Okay? When I do, let's say, this journaling spot, I'll pair it with this. And I'll do it on one side of the signature and just turn to the opposite side and put this on. Now, like I've said before, okay, I try and put these things because I'm going to do them off camera. And then when we get together next time, I'll flip through the signature and I'll show you where I put everything. I'm going to choose pages that are not primarily for journaling. I put the fabric flip and the belly band on pages like that because you can flip this up and it's still a journaling page. For the belly band, you can just take out whatever's in here and still journal on this page. Okay, so those are typically the only things that I will use on journaling pages is the fabric flip and the belly band. And real quick, before I go, I want to show you that I added a full page of ledger paper into the signature. And then I also added 2 sheets of small lined coffee dyed paper. That's just a 5x7 composition book that I took apart and coffee dyed. So that's where we're at. So if you're following along with me, finish decorating all your ephemera pieces and then find where you want to load those into the signature and get those glued in. And then I will meet you back here next time. We're going to sew our signature in, and we'll probably make our pieces that are going to go on the front, inside, front and back cover. So we can put something here and here, and we'll be ready to sew our signature in. So for now, I'll say have a blessed day, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.